Welcome back to another episode of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. We are in Repton, which has the quest for the Sons of Ragnar. There's a few little mysteries and a couple of artifacts here as well. I'm going to try and go do those first before we start the Sons of Ragnar quest. Okay, where is this at? Nice little fight over there. I'll punch that.
I've heard all Danes are cursed with slow brains and fat tongues. Care to prove me wrong?
Most men choose to be loud or stupid. Impressed that you manage both. I will take you on.
Brilliant. Some fighting spirit. How about a wager?
Here.
Thank you.
Let us begin.
I have sparred against champions and bested each one.
Prepare to taste bitter defeat once our battle is done.
Oh, terrible. You're a misfit, a half-wit, a foolish old grouse.
You're a weakling, a milksop, a catcher, a louse.
Brilliant. I'm the greatest of flighters, a master of verse.
You're the weakest of wordsmiths, a terrible bore.
Your clumsy flighting is the real bore here. A sad, sad attempt. As predicted. A slow brain and a fat tongue.
You were not worth the effort.
Come find me when you've honed your skills. Back for more, eh? Must have an appetite for punishment.
I have deciphered your rhymes and the form of your flight. I'm ready to give you the brunt of my wit.
Good. And how much will you wager?
Here.
Thank you.
Let us begin.
I have sparred against champions and bested each one.
Oh, to beat such a bracket will surely be fun.
Ah, quick to bite back. Be careful, young Ulf. You're a misfit, a half-wit, a foolish old grouse.
You're a weakling, a milksop, a catcher, a louse.
Brilliant. I'm the greatest of flighters, a master of verse.
Did you bet on yourself? Then know that I will empty your purse.
Clumsy phrasing. A sad, sad attempt. I'm impressed. You are as sharp as that axe on your belt.
As promised, I will have my winnings now.
Take the gold. You've earned it.
Alright, where is the next one? Really, on an island? It's one of those. Okay. Saw the note way up there, so gonna have to do some assassin stuff. Skyri's Reminiscence. My roaring days are behind me. I've gone from sitting beside a big oak tree with a view of the docks to sitting here in this lonely isle with a view of my past. Where does one go from here? Skyri's scribblings over the frozen tundra where we crept and crawled, where we dined on meat in the largest of halls, to the windswept fields of these English lands, both tattered rich, the soil and the sand. Through tenches and gallows, feet calloused and sore, to this lonely isle where I reign no more, where I ready my ship to sail off full mast, in hopes I find peace for this hunger at last.
That song. You have spent some days on a longship.
Oh, many. See this salt-blasted hair? It took a pummeling over the years. All that seawater. Feels like hay now.
Better keep away from the horses, then.
You are very quick, and sturdy by the looks of you. But you are not from that Ragnarsson camp there in Repton. I would have recognized you.
I belong to another clan. What are you doing away from yours?
I have been cast out. Too old, too frail. Dead weight, as they say. I will have to get used to watching the sights of war from afar now.
No shame in that. Not many of us can say they lived long enough to simply retire. You have earned it.
But have I? Or have I missed my chance? I thought I knew what lay ahead, but now that is foreign to me.
Embrace it. Sail the seas. Write your songs and bellow out in the winds. Sounds nice to me.
You are far too young to speak so wise. There is a bright future for you and your clan. I would like to add to it. Take this key. If you find yourself in Repton, seek out my quarters near the docks. There is a large tree out front. Inside you will find a few of my most prized items. Take them. I no longer have any need.
You honor me.
Call it a gift from the old guard to the new. Odin guide your way, young drengur.
Skyri's house key. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff here. Go get some treasures.
I should keep an eye out for this old raider's home if ever I am in Repton.
Repton's right here. House is somewhere in there. Like I needed some arrows. Make some money. Like treasure over here. Way above me.
What befell it?
What befell
Way doth he?
There's a house somewhere up in here. A locked door. Not there. Not there.
So, some of us are staying behind as I hear it.
Half the army's already in Tamworth, and we've now got help from the south. It's our lot to look after this place now. The army's already in Tamworth, and we've now got help from the south. It's our lot to look after this place now, to protect her.
Shame.
Also,
Wanted to see the look on Burgred's face when we stormed his fortress. Now we'll just hear big tales, told by drunken heroes.
This must be that old raider's place.
there we go.
He said he wanted me to have his things.
Uber Ragnarsson has banished me from the camp. This comes on the heels of another battle in which I warred for more with my tongue than I did with my axe. It is time to let it lay, he said. He is right. I no longer wish to fight, to raid, to kill. These things have not enlivened my body or my hunger for many years now. It may be only needed to hear it from another. For that, I thank the Son of Ragnar for bringing to light what I failed to see. What lies before me now, I do not know. This I will sit and ponder. Old Norse poem.
It's not everything.
Lyre, what is that?
This crate is filled with songs. Must have taken a long time to write them all out. I should return this crate to the old raider.
Yeah,
Shame. Wanted to see
that's
the
part of
look
the
on
quest.
Burgred's face when we stormed his fortress. Now we'll just hear big tales, told by drunken heroes.
These are some trinkets you left behind, old man.
Ah, you've come back. Why are you wasting your time with me?
This crate has all of your written songs. This is not a gift I can accept or repay. You will want to revisit these someday. They should stay with you.
I had forgotten all about this.
Still rhyming.
Something to work at on this new journey of mine.
You have only the setting sun to tell you when to stop.
And maybe not even then. That is twice you have earned my admiration. Please, tell me your name.
Eivor.
Eivor. If the gods will it, I will find my seat at Odin's table before you. And there I will speak of you so that when the time comes to claim your seat, they will greet you by name. Farewell.
I still got a treasure here. No secret cave or anything. There might be a way. This house? Ah, there we go. Alright, so what else? There's that up there. There we go. I don't think I was supposed to jump, but hey. Look at that treasure. Like those shields. That's way below. The scroll down there too. Yeah. Something in this church. I don't want to start it.
Who stands before Ivar Ragnarsson? Are you Sigurd Drenger? Igor!
Eivor. If you keep that up, I'll stay in the floors.
The place could use some color.
Who are they?
All spies. Dressed to look the part of a peasant. Got feisty. Pitchfork. From this rabid little one. Was a time when you met and slew your enemy on the field before they could dream of things like sending spies!
Now we shake hands and make deals.
Not
Sounds
my
like fun.
thing.
I figured.
I love them whipped, weeping, and reeking of piss. Hey! Good boy. You're free, Saxon piggy, to run amok through the Mercian fields.
I would have let him down easy.
Follow me. I'll give you the tour.
What do you call this place?
I call it the shithole. To the Mercians,
Shithole.
it is Reptar. Their most revered kings are buried below the church. Imagine their weeping when we drove them out.
You plunged your knife deep into the heart of this kingdom.
That is right. We've got a number of Saxon nobles lined up with their lips puckered, ready to kiss our asses. The only holdout is King Burgred and his war thane, Leofric. But my brother is brewing a plan to deal with them.
I take it that's where we'll find my brother.
Right. Talkers they are, Uba and Sigurd. Might want to dig the wax from your ears.
Don't play me for a fool, Abba. I know Bergred sent him. I'm not going anywhere, Backrot. You have the king on his heels because of me. Because of my men.
For which you were paid.
Ooh.
But that price does not change because you have caught a whiff of our Hacksilver hoard.
You forget I am a sellsword. I ask what I please, and I take what I'm owed.
If I wanted to hear you talk shit, I'd gouge out your tongue and shove it up your ass. Now fuck off.
Haggling over silver is a bad look for the son of Ragnar Lodbrok. But worry not, Uba. I have the warriors you need.
This is one of them. My worries have vanished.
Eivor, Wolf-Kissed, you have come at just the right time. Uba and Ivar here are hunting a king.
And when we've caught him, we mean to crown another. Our dear Thane Ceolwulf here.
It's not a role I begged for, but it's what Mercia needs just now. A man to fairly rule both Saxons and Danes. It sounds like you'll be a king in name only. A puppet. I am doing my part. I hope you have come to do yours. We're going to need all the help we can get for what comes next.
The king has refused our offers of peace. Ceolwulf means to change that. There'll be a new king for a new England.
For now, Burgred is holed up in his fortress at Tamworth, making a final stand.
Another shithole. Only further south.
We've held a siege there for weeks to no effect. So, no more knocking. Now we batter the gate to splinters. If we take Tamworth, remove Burgred and crown Ceolwulf, come morning the Shire is ours. And Mercia soon after.
Yes, remove. I cannot stress that enough. Burgred is not to be harmed. My legitimacy as king hangs on this one simple fact.
You rob all the joy from war, Saxon.
Not every victory needs to be marked by the slaughter of a king.
But it is much better.
His request is fair, Ivar, and we will honor it.
I don't get to kill a king?
Ceolwulf betrayed his present king. Maybe tomorrow he betrays us too. Why trust him?
How can I answer that with any hope that you'd believe me? I only want what is best for the people of Mercia. And I want what's best for my son. In Burgred's Mercia, where Danes and Saxons murder one another daily, it's not possible.
This is a good plan, brother. I'm ready for the coming fight.
Agreed. Yet remember this. Whatever you stand to gain here, so do we. An alliance between my clan and Mercia's crown.
See this man installed on his throne and you will have it. I swear.
The bold sons of Ragnar bellow to sound the spear din and the thunder of shields. So let fall the arrow storm. The battle begins.
Ah! You never said this one was a poet.
I need to piss.
We have a forward camp just north of Tamworth. Will you go with us?
Lead the way.
Take in the sights of Repton if you like. We'll be at the docks when you are ready to go.
I'm glad you and your brother have come, if only to bring some measure of calm.
Ease yourself, Ceolwulf. We all stand to benefit, and you'll be remembered for this, for years to come.
For all the wrong reasons, I fear.
The Kingmaker's Saga. Alright, back to the church.
Lively town. Quite a lot to see here.
There's one up there too. Be behind a locked door, maybe? Ridsugur, page 1, the King of Soft Reeds. There was once a man named Rig Ridarason. Clept Rig, the slippery wisdom. He was the son of Rita Rigson, also clept Rita the Wise, who married Gisla the Axlow and gave birth to both Rig and Helga, Gisla's daughter, the Hooger Heavy. The family was one of noble lineage, his ancestors having long links to the Trondalag and the Filka of Froda. They were part of the last petty kingdoms before Harold came to rule. Rig was born during a storm at sea with his mother, her 6 sisters, his grandmother, and his sister at each other's side. With salty waves hitting his face as he emerged from the womb, it is said he miraculously did not cry during this tumultuous birth. As a young man, he was known because he told tales of his visions to all the folk of the Fylki. He wandered from town to town and proclaimed, "I have drunk the mead of Odin. I have sat at the great table with all the Aesir and the swellers of glory. They all know my name." One warrior, yclept Skalti, hated this loudmouth. Skalti forced his huge son to fight Rig in a duel, but Rig shone brighter in battle, honorably winning yet not taking Skalti's son's life. Instead, he demanded Skalti's majestic and giant horn. Rig blew it and took it as spoil. Returning to Frosta, he filled it with mead, and his first nickname was Rig the Horn Filler. Iron Age collected. Letters concerning Ravensthorpe. Dear scribes, nobles, rulers of the holy diocese of Ledecestrescire, I greet with you the friendship and the love of God. My name is Brissy the Elder. I have studied under disciples of Wilfrid, Alcuin, and I have also followed the many scouts of the much maligned lords of Daneland and the Norge. I was captured by one Rig the Slippery Wisdom during a raid at Whitby Abbey. I since live with the heathen at Goldborough and converted many while following their great journeys and turning towards God. Based on the stories I have heard around the hearth and their many battles and adventures I have witnessed, I compiled this saga in the spirit of our great poets, Caedmon and Cinewulf. I have also dutifully taken note of the story of Rig. His Ravensthorpe is as great as Beowulf's or Ragnar Lothbrok. It must be written and rewritten and told throughout the scrolls of our land and beyond the shores, for his name is immortal. What I saw of his might, his merriment, and his godly touch is unlike any other story before or after. He was plagued by a demon's voice, and I worry the devil hath taken him, and not the angels. Whoever be his tale, one of foe and warning, or of brightness and valor, it merits retelling. I have included with my scop seal and the story of Rig. Please, I beg of you, share it and teach it amidst the mead halls and beneath the belfries of our good Lord. This manuscript is sacred. My warmest light, Brissy the Elder. Ravensthorpe, page 1. Another one. Interred kings of Mercia, Athelbald, Bjorn Raid, and Wiglaf. Way to get down there. Way over here. There is another right there. There's another treasure over there now, too. blow that up with? Yep. Okay. I think we're ready for Sons of Ragnar Part 2. Got everything here, huh? Yep. One artifact which is down there, and the wealth, which is probably another quest. So let's do this. That guy.
Great Eivor, let me join your crew for plunder and glory.
Me, warrior, for plunder, glory, and Valhalla.
I think that guy's got a big scythe.
Sail southeast. Bring the men to the gates of Tamworth. We'll flood the... Eivor, is your axe sharpened?
I'm ready for the spear din.
And the thunder of shields, yes. It's good to have you with us.
To fight beside such legends is an honor. I've only heard tales of your conquests. Now I get to live them.
We'll weave our sagas together. Thread upon thread.
Come on, boy. We'll forge a man from your softness, hammered on the anvil of
One
war.
does not need to fight to be
Move! Move!
Calm, Ivar. The fight's not here.
Aye. The fight is nowhere to be found in this boy.
A boy who happens to be Ceolwulf's son. Why is he not in his quarters?
Our future king wants a battle-hardened heir. Time he proves his worth, don't you think?
Not yet crowned king and already grooming his successor. That shows some boldness.
Right. And bold kings need bolder sons.
Ivar!
He comes with us. And should anything happen to this little sprout, I will bear the punishment our future king inflicts.
He'll want to remove your head.
Haha, you hear that, boy? You die, and I'll have to kill your father, too.
Mount up, Eivor. It's a long ride to Tamworth.
I gotta listen to them.
You'll have to endure my brother. He always finds new ways to humor himself.
I'll keep that in mind.
And both eyes open.
You smell that, Ceolbert? The stink of jealousy, of our budding friendship, I think.
What is Ceolwulf's son doing in Repton at all?
It's Ceolwulf's way of proving his loyalty. And there's no safer place for a traitor and his son than the middle of a pack of Danes.
Safe from who? You and Ivar seem to have brought this Shire to hell.
Fears are with us, common folk. Burgred still has his soldiers all over Mercia. They're devoted to him, and they'll die defending him.
Your voice, Eivor. You sound different than the brothers.
Good ear, Lord. Most in England cannot tell the difference. Not all Danes are Danes.
From where do you come, if I may ask?
North of the Danelands. A place called Thornburg, in Norway.
I didn't know there was land north of there. What are the people like?
You ever see a herd of sheep follow each other off the edge of a cliff? They're like that. The ones who remained, anyway.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Was it a mass exodus from Norway, then?
It was. Norway is now the province of a young king, Harold by name. A boy wise beyond his years.
Are you not angry that he has displaced you and so many others?
I was, for a time. But our weeks at sea have softened my brow fire. If I am honest, I realize I quite admire King Harold. By words and by weapons both. He has pacified the country I call home. For the first time in any man...
Scratch my ear.
Song, Norway has one king. Just one. And that is quite a feat.
That is impressive, truly. England is half the size of Norway, and yet we have 4 kings for our 4 kingdoms.
You see? How could I not be impressed? No, Harold is a good man with grand ideas. I can see that now.
I am only 6 years his junior, and have yet to see my first battle. I cannot imagine the skill and cunning he has.
Your first battle is coming, young jailbird. From this day on, you may see rapid progress.
I'm not sure I want so swift a rise.
In truth, jailbird, it is my father who bears the heaviest weight of my anger. Not King Harold. My father gifted my birthright to Harold without my consent or knowledge. As easily as if he might hand over a barrel of meat. It was not merely a deception. It was a betrayal of trust. The prick of which still stings me.
Be it a blessing or a curse, family is always first.
A good line, boy. Were you not an atheling, I would hire you as my skald.
Skald? It sounds something like Scott, our court poets. Is that what you mean?
Right again.
Fascinating. The harmony between our words and yours is quite something. As if we were distant cousins, separated by an ocean of time as well as space.
I like the thought of that. I do.
Just ran over that dude. Time to open your gates.
This area is off limits.
Look at these pagan rats. Ravenous, unseemly beasts teeming over holy ground.
Have a care, Lord. These pagan rats outnumber us.
I can see that, fool. What do we do about them?
I advise we strongly consider their demands, Lord. We won't survive a fight.
Is that you, Leofrid? How quickly you recover! I'm beginning to wonder if it is a man or a god beneath all that armor.
A man of God stands before you, Ivar. Proud and resolute.
That's Burgred's Warthane. Killed a dozen of our men in an ambush along the River Trent. It was Ivar's axe that stopped him.
That is a poor description of a perfect 30-yard toss.
Enough jawing, heathens! Speak your peace!
We've come for your crown, Lord.
With or without your head attached.
I admire your ambition, pagan. But what you ask is impossible. No Dane ever has or ever will occupy Mercia's sacred throne.
Would you settle for a Norse? We're not as gentle, but we're much better poets.
Norse, Dane, dog. You're all the same to me. All godless.
My king,
He's
may I
got
suggest
to
a more
die.
measured approach to this?
I grow weary of this palaver. You have trampled our lands, toppled our monuments. We've given you silver, fed your people. And yet, in spite of all this, your encroachment on my kingdom continues. No more! We will die defending what is ours, whatsoever the cost. If you want my crown, Uber Ragnarsson, you must pry it from the hands of my bloodless corpse. Man the walls!
So be it.
Back to the camp. Round up the men. We're taking Tamworth tonight! Eivor, tell the captain we're ready to march. Ivar and I will round up the men. Do you know your way around a veteran battle?
I've seen them in action.
I want you at the helm of ours. You're strong and agile.
I'll be there.
As will I.
Go get some iron. Only one out of that?
How about a round of dice?
Who are you?
I'm with the Ragnarsons. It's time to roll out the battering ram.
Burgred wanted to fight. Now we'll give him one. Are you ready to march now?
Back.
Let's go. It's time to capture a kingdom.
What are we going to do about him?
Jailbird. Something wrong?
I know these men. I've supped with them. Not 2 weeks ago, Leofrith showed me how to wield a greatsword. He's a friend.
Friendships end, often at the point of a spear.
It cannot be that cold. Least of all with Leofrith. He is only following orders.
When the march begins, find an empty tent and stay there.
Do not think me a coward. I am not afraid of war. I do not want to kill my friends.
There's no other way. Fight or hide. It's up to you.
Destroy the gate!
Slaughter the soldiers! Leave the king to me!
Fill your brains!
Should go up on a ladder. So there's one like right here.
Eivor, this Follow destiny!
Too easy!
Alright, where's the next one? There's one there. Maybe two there. There's one over here. I don't know if we're quite there yet. All the screaming.
Protect the rail! Look out! Let's bleed you!
Snuck up on him.
Put down the marksmen and elites! They'll thin us out one by one!
Too easy!
Saxon Lord feeds!
Alright, so now we're into that second part.
It's we Norse who march all over it! Morgan! Find you little rat! Do you hear me?
On my mark!
Should have known, Ravensthorpe!
food in here.
Spill your brains! Vengeance is mine! Hold up a fight! Ha!
Alright, where's the next treasures? They're up here.
We watch each other's backs! Weakling! Spill your brains!
Assault complete, huh? Where's the key? Okay.
It's over, Burgred! Lay down your weapons and surrender!
Get this treasure. Last one is inside of there. Yeah. Where is the king?
Take 3 men and search the rear. Look around. See what you can find. I'll send for Ceolwulf. Tell him we found a throne.
That was a good scuffle, hmm?
Royal Ledger. To the Almighty King, we have an agreement that is, if by the time this message arrives, it is still your ass that warms the seat of Mercia's throne, here's what I know. The Ragnarsons have been speaking with one of your own. Ceolwulf is his name. Together they are devising a plan to overthrow you and install him in your stead. A Norse named Sigurd has arrived and allied with the brothers. An attack is soon to follow. Ready your men. As for your secret haunts, they are safe for now, but keeping them that way will cost you. I will await your reply, only this time send a more fair-faced envoy. Hey, wanted a pretty...
Made. Like a
He
ledger.
wanted a pretty girl.
There's a symbol here. A clan emblem, maybe. The brothers should see this. Ivar, I found a letter. There's a symbol here.
Sleeping.
Your men have any luck?
Nothing. You?
This. Do you know that symbol?
Tana's sigil. It seems she's been dealing with Burgred as well. The wretch.
She was the mercenary barking at you in Repton, yes? She's playing both sides of this war.
She could have told him anything. Sold him secrets about me, about Repton, our plans.
Why bother with all this pageantry? Fashion a new crown and stick it on your melon. There you have it, you're the new king.
That is not how it works. Not in Mercia.
We have Tamworth. Burkred's on the run. You're the king in all but name.
It won't matter. So long as Burgred is free, the people will call him king. He must abdicate his crown to me.
Tonna is our only lead. We talk to her. Find out what she knows.
I would sooner launch my face into my axe than face her.
That might improve her impression of you.
We have the same father, Eivor. But his mother was a sow.
Meet us at Tonna's camp when you're finished here. And bring your patience.
And your axe!
Eivor, a word, if you would.
Go, I'll catch up.
I will join the brothers, Eivor. Meet us at Tonna's.
My son told me what happened earlier, with Ivar pressuring him to fight. He said you intervened.
You would be mourning your son if I hadn't. He's not a fighter.
No, but he should be. By trial or by training.
He'll come around in time. But keep him from Ivar if you can. He's the furthest thing from a mentor.
Skill points out of that.